Have you ever felt like you've tried everything to help your child? Cleaning up their diet, running lab work, trying therapy, supplements, maybe even medication, yet they're still struggling? Whether it's emotional outbursts that seem to come out of nowhere, or trouble sleeping through the night, or difficulty focusing, or gut issues that no one can explain. It's absolutely exhausting. And maybe you're starting to wonder if all of these symptoms are actually connected. The truth is, they often are. What if I told you that all of these challenges, emotional, behavioral, and physical, could be rooted in one thing that most healthcare providers never think to check: a dysregulated nervous system. Now, studies show that nearly 1 in 5 kids deal with this kind of neurological imbalance, but it often goes completely unnoticed. Instead of identifying the root cause, traditional care tends to focus on symptom management, and this leaves kids stuck in a loop and parents stuck in survival mode. In this video, we're going to connect the dots. You're going to learn how nervous system dysregulation shows up in your child's daily life, what causes it in the first place, and then most importantly, what you can do about it. If you're looking for natural, drug-free support that actually gets to the root of the problem, you are in the right place. So let's start by breaking down what a dysregulated nervous system actually looks like in your child. At the core of it, your child's nervous system has 2 main jobs. It activates when there's stress or danger through what's called the sympathetic system. And this is also known as fight or flight. And it calms everything down and supports healing through the parasympathetic system, or the rest and digest. When these 2 systems are in balance, your child can handle challenges, bounce back, sleep well, and stay emotionally regulated. But when one system, and it's usually the fight or flight side, takes over and stays stuck in overdrive, that's when problems start to show up. This chronic stress mode affects everything: digestion, sleep, immune strength, emotions, focus. It's like your child's engine is revving at full speed all the time, even when they're supposed to be resting. Now, how do you know if this is what's happening with your child? Nervous system regulation shows up in a lot of different ways, and most parents don't realize it's all connected. You might see your child clenching their jaw or their shoulders raised, constantly complaining of tummy aches, waking up multiple times a night, or struggling with headaches or random pain. Emotionally, it could look like frequent meltdowns, anxiety, irritability, or trouble calming down after getting upset. And when it comes to thinking and learning, you might notice trouble focusing, forgetfulness, constant worry, or even behavior challenges in school. All of these signals can seem like separate issues at first, but they often trace back to one core issue: the nervous system isn't working the way it's supposed to. So what's causing this in the first place? Well, we call it the perfect storm. Today's kids are facing more stress earlier in life than ever before, and it starts even before they're born. If mom is stressed during pregnancy, those stress hormones affect the baby's developing nervous system. Then comes birth, and while it's a beautiful thing, it can also be physically stressful, especially when interventions like inductions, C-section, vacuum deliveries, or forceps are involved. These tools can impact the upper neck and brainstem, which are crucial to regulating the nervous system. And then add in environmental toxins, processed foods, emotional stress, lack of movement, and the constant screen time, and you're getting a nervous system under siege. Over time, this creates something called subluxation, which is a disruption and a disconnection within the nervous system that throws everything out of balance. Now, here's the really frustrating part. Traditional healthcare approaches usually don't address any of that. They zoom in on the symptoms and they try to manage them, often with medications that may help in the short term, but they don't solve the underlying issues. And as those medications wear off or side effects show up, families are left right back where they started, if not worse off. If we never get to the root cause, the same struggles keep coming back, just in new forms. That's where neurologically focused chiropractic care changes everything. So this approach is all about working with your child's nervous system, not against it. Through gentle, very targeted adjustments, we help restore balance between the fight or flight system and the rest and digest system. And we're not guessing. We use advanced technology like insight scans to measure exactly where the stress is showing up in your child's nervous system. This gives us a roadmap to help bring their body back into alignment. When the nervous system can finally communicate the way it's designed to, the changes are incredible. Better sleep, fewer outbursts, stronger digestion, more focus and calm, and the best part, it's all done naturally, without medication, without masking symptoms, and with your child's own healing ability leading the way. When we finally address what's really going on in a dysregulated nervous system, the transformation can be truly remarkable. We see kids who spent years in constant fight or flight mode, tense, anxious, exhausted, finally begin to rest, reset, and regulate. For many of them, it's the first time they've ever experienced what it feels like to be calm and connected in their own body. And for parents, they're often this moment of both grief and gratitude. Grief over all the time lost chasing symptoms and struggling to find answers, and then gratitude for finally having a clear understanding of what's been driving their child's challenges and a real sustainable path forward. That's exactly why we do what we do at E320 Chiropractic. We're here to help families find that root cause. With our neurologically focused chiropractic care and insight scans, we can see exactly where your child's nervous system is stuck, and then we create a personalized plan that helps restore balance. That plan doesn't just chase symptoms, it focuses on helping the nervous system regulate more effectively. And when that happens, you start to see big shifts. Sleeping improves, digestion settles, focus sharpens, emotional regulation becomes possible again. So if you've been searching for answers and you're ready to get to the root of it all, we are here and we'd be honored to walk that road with you.